To the American people, I say this. The elections this November will have consequences because the rights of 100 million women are now on the ballot. To help fight this court's awful decision, I urge every American to make their voices heard this week and this year.
This lawless action should be investigated and punished to the fullest extent possible. If a crime was committed, the Department of Justice must pursue it completely.
The Republicans have been working toward this day for decades. They have been out there plotting, carefully cultivating these Supreme Court justices so they could have a majority on the bench who would accomplish something that the majority of Americans do not want.
The last thing the court needs is a political firestorm around every case they decide. So the person who did this, or persons, did a lot of damage to the rule of law in the United States. In terms of the substance, if the opinion holds, it means that states will decide abortion rights. That's the way it was for 1973.
I think what's next is going to be Obergefell, which is the Marriage Equality Act. And Justice Alito signals the decisions that he would like to revisit, and Thomas and Alito have already said they would like to revisit Obergefell.
I asked Alito the question and he was not clear or honest with me so many years ago, 15 or 16 years ago. And now you listen to some of these people and when they come before the committee and then look at what they do on the court and you think, they misled us. They led us to believe this was settled law and it wasn't a big deal and it was precedent and stare decisis. We heard all those words. Oh, I won't be an activist judge. And then they get into the court and obviously flip and go the opposite way.
If indeed the court does overrule Roe, it will open up a whole new set of conversations about policy that we have needed to have in the country for a long, long time, about people, about the burden of childbearing, about people who want to have kids but can't afford it financially, those who did not want to have a child but now they want to bring the child to term but face the circumstances that you were saying. It's going to force us to talk about family policy. It's going to force us to talk about adoptions, and I think that's going to be good.